Let's try this again. And whatever happens, happens, I guess. There. All right, am I still coming through clearly? Maybe, sorta.
And 4, loud and clear.
Yep.
All right, we'll just go with the living with slight lead delay. I think it's just the area right now is having issues. That's okay. Make do it what I got. Gonna do that. Actually, hold on. One more thing I can try. If this doesn't work, then it is what it is.
Oh, Niavara, if you wanted to attune to the Merkin, maybe you could do that on your short rest if you wanted to.
Gonna be
I don't know if you ever did.
Did I turn to the Merkin? I don't think I did. Am I even wearing the Merkin, or did Niavara just take it regretfully from Shaw and just sort of go, I know what this has been,
You don't have
and
to
stuff
keep
it
it.
into
He's
her
not going to be
inventory?
insulted. you could give it to somebody else.
Oh, please don't pass that thing around.
I actually don't know. I don't see the Merkin in my inventory.
Oh no, I don't know if it has ever existed as an item other than in our imaginations,
in your
unfortunately.
hearts and minds. All right, so.
But it did add like +2 to like any
2,
charisma
3,
check or something like
4,
something
5,
that.
7, 8, 9, 9 to 10 seconds. Ooh, you know what I could do? All right, I'm just testing how much of a delay I have to accommodate for. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9.
I guess
10,
it wasn't Critical
11,
Role, but the group was
12,
called Acquisitions Incorporated.
Oh yeah,
16.
that's
Oh, yeah.
right. Matt Colbert.
That's Will Wheaton in them, right?
Right.
I don't know. I see something about Chris Perkins. I don't know, dude. I'm too old.
Chris Perkins? He's kind of done cameos. I don't know if he's
Let's
ever
go
been in
to
a
Discord.
stream
Says-
team, has he?
The sessions were led by Chris Perkins. That's what it says on the.
They did it at
Oh.
that expo, right? They did one every year, and Chris would DM for them. And one time, Will Wheaton went to hell, and they had to
Oh.
save him. It was
Acts,
pretty cool.
yeah. Something like
Yeah.
They
that.
did a book, Acquisitions Incorporated,
Connections.
They did.
for
yeah.
5
I
a.m.
have the
Big enough.
book. I haven't seen the show. I do have the book though.
Yeah, with Benwin Bronzebottom and.
That ended up
Jim-
showing up in Neverwinter when I
yeah,
played that.
in the MMO.
Oh.
Yeah. I
They
just
had
like the name
Acquisitions Incorporated
Yeah.
event.
All right. My connection's green.
I like how
I'm gonna live with it.
The name is.
All right. So you guys just finished this room. You got the door open. You got your recap in. So yeah, where do you want to go from here?
Through the door. I'm assuming.
Lead the way, Niavara.
So Niavara will, in fact, start to progress through.
All right. So
She'll
this.
like stop at the corner.
Yeah. So this is a very narrow hallway. You will have to walk. Yeah, I guess you could technically squeeze through, but you will have to, sort of go single file through here. And it's not so narrow that you have to like squeeze as a singular entity going through. There's plenty of shoulder room. It's just for purpose of walls and spacing. it's kind of tight as far as the grid is concerned. I guess I'll put it that way. But yeah, this hallway seems relatively unmaintained. There's dust that is just kind of all over the place on the walls where the tapestries were. There's just like these like rusty looking hanging metal hooks that maybe have a teeny tiny inkling of old cloth, but all things considered, you just came from a swamp. There was a hole in the ground. You'd imagine that it was just these tapestries that were once tapestries have just been exposed to elements to an extent that, And also, don't worry about weird lighting.
Rain,
because
there you are. Was it
What's
comfy
doing
in
that?
there? On top of my shuriken?
I
Gotta-
hope you're not referring to the weapon.
properly
Oh
attach
yeah,
these.
see?
How do I
Chop
connect them?
pulls out a couple of completely black 4-pointed shuriken.
One of them has drool on it. And I've got like disheveled hair going on right now, and I'm like wiping at the corner of my lips, right? And I'm like,
Players.
oh yeah, sorry about that. I remember we're not at the fair no more, are we?
Oh, look at the
No.
little guy.
Oh yeah. So the last time you were not in a bag, you were pretty sauced.
Yep, that was that margarita.
I
We're
remember they
actually
gave
in
me
an
the
underground ruin inside of a horrifyingly smelling swamp after having traversed through the mountains and a cave system.
Oh, and also, Rain, did you
Mhm.
ever figure out what you want for your montage?
Oh, yeah, of course I did. Why I've had plenty of time to prepare for that. Do you remember what my options were? And then I can remember it was just a +1 to a stat, right?
Yeah, I totally
A,
remember. What was
skill
the thing
set?
again? So it is a skill proficiency.
Skill proficiency?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I remember I was gonna get skill proficiency in medicine, right? I think that's what I was gonna do.
God.
And we had to have our montages ready, right?
Yep.
I sleuthed my way inside Margarita, right? You ever seen somebody like above them, right? And there was these out in the middle of the night after our operations over fighting the evil teddy bear. And what they ended up having to do was they had to do the Jaws of Life kind of thing, right? Except on just a tavern mug. And then that wasn't enough. They had to do like some stomach pumping, right? Because I had never had so much alcohol before, or any at all, actually. And so they just kind of had, it wasn't even like practitioners of medicine, I would say. It was just kind of basic first aid training from people who were used to people drinking so much that they start like vomiting and things, right? And so this is really like where I got my knowledge of how to do this, right? It's just a montage of me throwing up and feeling sick, and them like taking my temperature and like I mean just kind of baby dolling me a little bit and just trying to make sure I can stand up. And you see like in this montage, there's like little things where I'm trying to walk around, but I'm disoriented and I'm on the countertop. And then you see me like just fall off as if it's like a cliff's edge, right? But it's only like 3.5 feet tall. But then there I am, like just barely kind of fluttering with the butterflies. It turns out I didn't fall, right? I'm fine. And then I zoom around, and it's just a lot of me getting hurt and somebody kind of taking care of me all night. And then I just draw in all this information, and it's a learning experience. And I'm like, you know what? If somebody else gets drunk or poisoned or anything, or if they need resuscitated, I might could do that because I know basic first aid now.
I would happily hold your hair back with like his pinky and index finger while you're throwing up.
All right. So you are
You have
going
any of
for a
those small,
proficiency?
tiny rubber bands that are made for like tiny electronics, right? I'm gonna need that for my hair.
And what were you putting it in?
medicine.
All right, you should be able to click it.
Good job.
Yeah, if you right click on the skill, you can change it. You can click a button that says add proficiency to it.
Like the orthodontic elastics.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
1/4 inch. They're really good. They're the only ones that you could like feasibly use for your Barbie dolls.
Alrighty.
And then
So
I had a Barbie doll head.
I think
Nice.
it's good. So continuing through this hallway.
Awesome. So Neovar will in fact peek around the corner before she goes through. She's what's the word? Suspicious.
Should we be sneaky now that we know there are deadly traps around, or?
I mean, I was planning on being, but you guys can be whatever you want to be.
Oh.
Ooh,
Okay, listen, I'll cast a spell.
let's
I'll
go.
cast a spell so we can all have wow, nice. So that we can all be super sneaky. Ready? Cha like starts moving his hands around and casts Pass Without Trace.
Perfect. Spellcasting. Exactly what I need to happen. So with your perception of a nat 20,
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah, we tried
So-
this.
first
Did
and
we?
foremost, Cha, you go to begin
Oh.
to cast this spell, and you definitely get this really weird sensation, almost like a wind or a breeze passes over you, but there is no wind whatsoever. And your spell goes off, no problem.
Okay. What was that?
But
This place drafty.
Diavara, I will, because you got a nat 20, I'll potentially give you something. We'll see what the dice allow. Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Neovar is not the dumbest rogue. Or not the dumbest drow.
I mean, technically, nobody would have been able to make this, but you got a nat 20, so I was like, I
I love
opened it
how
up
you
to the roll.
prefaced that.
Yeah, that was a great preface.
I saw
Alright.
Minthara's stats from Baldur's Gate, and I was like, ooh, girl.
All right, anywho, there it is, a passing without tracing. But yeah, you look down the hallway, because you can like move the token. Let's put you there so you can peek in there. The
I don't
hallway just kind
remember
of
anything happening
continues,
with
and
magic.
it sort of looks like it branches off a little bit, like a T intersection. And let me get my camera controls.
That's
Okay,
a really big.
you all get a +10 to your stealth check.
Ominous blue
Excellent.
blue aura. Really, this means nothing. So Neavara, having looked down the path hallway and fairly confident that she's okay, will move forward.
Oh, I
And
lost her. There we
she'll
go.
say back. So there's two. It's an two branches off as far as I can see. One to my immediate right, and one that goes a little bit further down the hallway.
Hey, everybody, feel free to be sneaky. You have a spell that will help you be even sneakier.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
We'll go down the first junction to sort of like see what's there.
All right, so that is this room. All right. So,
See the door,
Aye.
or is it like flush against the wall?
Sorry, I'm getting my room number references here. Okay. 'Cause that's one. 2, 3. All right, so this door, this appears to be a stone door. No identifiable markings. There does seem to be like a handle and like a keyhole. Yeah, pretty much stuff you'd expect to be in a door. Do you reach out and touch it, or you're just observing it first? It's a very nondescript, very boring, and totally nothing inside kind of door.
Do you think, Niavara?
Nevar will try the handle, or try to open it more accurately.
It seems locked.
Is there like a visible place to like try and fuck with it?
Yeah, there's a keyhole there.
Lockpicking style? Awesome. Nevar will get down on her one knee and she'll attempt to lockpick it.
This
Provided I can
this
find
image-
fucking lockpicking tools in my inventory.
just say it's
Ha!
on him.
These tools. Well, that didn't work out.
Did it though?
I don't know. She'll attempt to open the door again.
You can click it. If you can or can't, you'll know.
She'll step inside slowly.
Alrighty, so
Looks to be very similar to the last room we were in, bigger.
this is the one with, okay. Checking your sight range, you can, yeah, it's pretty lit, okay. So, you step into this room, and there we go. So, as you step into this room, there is what appears to be on the eastern wall, that little red thingy. I wish I could ping it, but I can't. There you go. That little thingy over there is what appears to be like someone has scrolled sort of more like chiseled into the wall, that of a castle, and the castle itself has almost like a piling of broken arrows that almost seem like the same height of the drawing or chiseling of the castle itself.
Chiseled.
And your sight range goes out to there, so you'd see these. So you would also notice that there are two, looks like a combination of stone and metal, actually, statues adorning the northern wall as far as your current perspective would be. And they appear to be, yeah. So one of them, this one, left one, I can't ping because my mouse double clicks and it's stupid. The left one appears to be of some kind of a amalgamation of mouths and flesh that just encompass the entirety of the statue. And the other one, the one to the right over there, seems to be of some kind of draconic entity with, as best you can tell, some kind of a mist or a fog that enshrouds it. So it's, imagine it being like the statue itself, there's like a statue there, but then there's also like this little interesting like stone mist that's attached to it. Almost like whatever these things are like frozen in time, or somebody paid a lot of attention to detail. Or passive perception. 19.
Man, what is this place?
Oh, you have a passive perception of 19, don't you, Neovara? That. Wisdom, 3. 10, 13. Oh, because it's double proficiency. Okay. So with your passive perception of 19, you are very aware that this room has several traps laid about it, particularly ones that look like there are arrow slits from one side of the room to the other. Let's see, and with the 19... Passive perception applies proficiency, right? Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, it'll be your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency plus 10.
Okay. I had a feeling. So, yeah. So you would notice the arrow slits, and you're pretty sure you're very aware of several pressure plates throughout the room, particularly very close to the pillars. And the arrow slits themselves are from one side of the wall to the other, but from your angle... Nope, that's all you see.
Be very careful around the pillars. I can't quite see them, Shaw, but I know that they're around
Let me put some markers down for them.
the pillars.
Do you see? There are traps?
Arrows on the walls and pressure plates by the pillars. Quite a few of them.
Ay, ay, ay. Cha will whisper that to Marge and people as they come up.
Secondly, Feywild individuals. Do you notice anything strange about the statues?
Ah.
Oh.
What's up, guys?
Cozy,
Hi,
get back here, buddy. It's dangerous
okay,
in here.
I
Well,
don't
it's
see
safe.
anything in the middle of the room, from what I'm understanding. Be very careful if you step by the pillars. There are a number of traps around them. If you walk straight down the middle, I think you should be all right.
Oh, okay, should I check this stuff out at the other end?
Be a little cautious.
What do we
Alright.
see on the pillars? Are there similar bas
Expressions
reliefs?
of frozen horror, apparently. Like they're frozen in a moment in time.
Wasn't that the statues, though? Or was
That's
that
the
pillars,
statues.
too?
That's what I was. Oh, sorry. I thought I was talking about the statues.
There.
So
Those are all
attempting to
the
avoid
trap
areas-
locations.
Was that other hallway a dead end?
Oh, we didn't check
Yes.
it out. We just came in here first. You want to go check that out?
Right. I can.
It looks like this could possibly be a super crazy puzzle room, too, like that last one.
Clear this place out first would be my guess. Before we
We
make
can all go together.
exactly.
Try not
I
to
prefer
split
that we
up.
stay together.
Rain, looks like there's a door, eh?
Yeah,
So-
I never was in that room. I was kind of trailing behind to make sure nobody snuck up behind us, right? And like I said, I got like the little, like they said, the dental kind of bands in my hair. And it's one of those things, you ever like put your hair up like in a ponytail and then like throughout the day, part of like from the front comes out and then it kind of gives you anime bangs and so you're cool with it. I like to picture that's what's going on right now.
That's
And I'm more like a tourist in this hall, not necessarily touching anything or like trying to do anything, just being curious and just kind of not even touching the ground, just floating in the middle of this corridor just to see what it is, where it goes. Because I'm really confused how we even got here because I was sleeping in the bag. And then as Zed's kind of mentioning, it's like, oh yeah, there is a door here. Should we open it?
So since you're down here, a perfectly split party. Perfect.
Uh-huh.
So this door appears to have 4 symbols chiseled into this stone door. One appears to be a little flame. One appears to be like wavy lines, like maybe water. One appears to be a hold on, making sure I'm just saying this right. Got to check my notes on this. One appears to be, damn it, this room. Yeah. So one appears to be like maybe a rock or soil or something, and the other one, it looks like there's a space there, but it's just like not there.
Okay, I would like to blow into the space that's not there and just take a big breath and just blow it all out. I've seen the
Yeah.
Fifth Element. If this doesn't work, me and Zed gotta make out, and then I think that does it.
I kind of like option 2 now.
It's love, you
It's
guys.
love.
It's love.
Well, doesn't that mean you have to activate 4 of them and
Gotta
then
wait
the
till
love
the
part?
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, so you blow on it, and the hell? Oh, okay. So you blow on it, and it lights up. There's a little whooshy symbol.
That's the only one that was blank, right?
Yep. Wind.
And
Like
I'm
the
just gonna be
symbols light
proud
up
of
when you do it.
myself and just I'm gonna point back at it with my thumb and then turn and look at Zed. You see that? I just blew in it and just figured out this whole thing.
Oh, Zed's starting to lean in for a kiss.
You're on something.
Wow, the lighting sure is dim in this hall, isn't it? 2 of us in such proximity.
You know, I thought about saying something, but I'm gonna hold it to myself.
You want to know what's behind this door, don't you?
I'm a bit curious.
I feel like it'd be awful rude if we just open this without letting everybody else, see first or weigh in on the decision. Or I'm gonna like just barely touch the door. Is it locked?
It is definitely locked.
I'm gonna take
And-
out from my little pack. I got my own set of thieves' tools. Okay.
Here
And-
we go.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. As you go to touch the door,
Ooh.
and the little flame symbol lights up. And the little gout of flame spews out at you.
Do I need to
Or
make one as well?
potentially. Nope. Just adjacent to the door.
I mean,
You can if you want.
I'm just picturing the actual optics of this. Rain is a foot tall, standing directly in front of me. Maybe not even
13
standing.
inches, okay? And I'm flying.
Sorry, true.
I'm
You should
1
say
foot
it. You
one.
should say it in centimeters. That will make it sound a lot more.
1
True.
1/10 feet tall.
So you get a little scorch on you for 4 whole fire damage.
Ooh.
That's a quarter of my or no,
Wait,
20%.
does any of the rest of us hear that in the room? Is it quiet? Is it noisy?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, what kind of noise does it make? I'm gonna make like a loud yipping noise that echoes down the hall as I'm trying to duck out of the way of this thing, and you just see like it scorches like my hair, and like I got little burn marks on my ears and a little on my cheek, and it's actually really painful. It's not funny at all like it would be in the cartoons.
When you get like a like a propane tank, just like that very very silent, just like I mean,
Say
But-
from that distance, Cha
so-
would hear the yip and come down here.
So-
it echoes. So
Zed's just gonna open his coat and just grab Rain in an attempt to just kind of like douse him out,
Yeah.
And then if I have your permission, I'm gonna
Mhm.
run back down the hallway. And
What are you guys doing down there?
like there's
I
a
heard
door
a weird
down
sound.
there, and Rain blew on it, and at first we were doing all the right things, and then
hydrate.
he might have touched it. He got a bit of a burn, so there's something up with that door.
Oh my goodness, you guys! Oh yeah, Rain was asleep in my bag. Rain, don't touch anything. Everything that seems to attack us with weird elemental stuff.
I'm sorry. I
Also-
didn't know. I'm Faye. It's not my fault.
Also, got to be careful with casting spells. Apparently, just
Oh,
weird stuff
Really?
happen.
Uh-oh.
I remember just in the room before, when we first got there, it seemed like Kozik was trying to detect some magic, and it might have
Yeah?
not gone well
Mess.
for him.
He got that big headache.
Oh.
See, I just thought it was the stupidity of doing detect magic in a room full of magic items. Like, the effect of more or less blasting yourself with energy, looking directly into the sun.
Yeah, it was totally clear we were in a magic room that would give me magic
Wow.
feedback. That was
You guys, the acoustics in this place must be incredible. We can hear you from all the way down there. It's incredible.
I'm figuring
Hey.
that we
Cha's gonna start singing like a song from Greece.
which one? You don't got chills that are multiplying?
honey. Multiplying, and I am losing control.
That's
See, that Niavara would have followed Shaw. Like, if she had heard something, she would have obviously been like, oh.
Niavara, meditate in my direction.
It doesn't surprise me that those songs made it down all the way to hell.
Oh, for sure. You guys would
No.
be surprised. We
I
had
love
a,
Grease,
we had
though.
a DVD collection that would blow your mind. It is like it blows Kim Jong Il out of the water, you guys. For sure.
these
So
hellish.
don't touch nothing
devices.
and don't cast no spells. Those are my two favorite things to do.
I know, right?
Like Kozik's favorite things to do as well, so we got to be careful.
I was
I
thinking,
mean-
get this. You see how it kind of singed me there, right? What if I singe it back and just hurl a firebolt down there
All right, if
Give
you're
it a
gonna do,
try.
if you're gonna do that,
from way
Uh,
back
hey,
here?
Tell you what, Chaw. Let's switch spot. I know it's a bit tight, but I'm gonna squeeze over this way.
But no, do it the fun way. You go up, he goes under.
That is a fun
Leapfrog.
way.
All right. Good to go there.
Oh, we're hiding. Wait, this weird stuff. Won't that?
I'm tough. I can take it.
So,
Just in case I'm gonna come back here a little more. Actually,
Okay.
since I'm tiny, I can hover over you, right, and kind of hide behind you as I. Oh, you don't want to block. Okay.
He's just slowly.
I'm just making
stepping
sure I got
aside,
permission to do this, right?
doing the slow Skyrim stealth creep to the side.
Hey, what could go wrong? We're all funneled together in this really tight.
As soon as he says
narrow
what could go
corridor right
wrong,
here.
I'm gonna go ahead and send the firebolt down.
all right. This is the first time you've cast Firebolt? believe it is. What's it
Yes,
look
it
like?
is. I don't cast many spells
Hey,
that aren't dancing.
nice.
All right. So, all right. I'm gonna do stretches first, right? I'm gonna put my arms like parallel out in front of me, and I'm gonna, instead of flying, I'm gonna land on this little tile floor, and I'm gonna do some squats, right? And then I'm gonna pull my arms back, and then I'm gonna rotate my shoulders a little bit, and then I'm gonna do like my neck a little bit, and you hear like a little pop, and then I'm gonna put like my ring finger, yeah, that's weird, and I'm gonna put those to my lips, and I'm just gonna breathe out. And it's just gonna be, it looks like a fire, like kind of like a butterfly, but a miniature version because it's like small for me, right? And then it just grows a little bit bigger in size as it travels like all the way down the corridor, aiming for this door.
Wow, that looked cool.
And
It's
it
like blowing a kiss,
definitely
but with fire.
I
slams
call
into
it
the
my
door,
my firefly.
and the little fire symbol lights up. A little laggy, so I'll let him.
Did it work?
Well, I've got the wind to light up and the fire to light up, and it's still got water and earth on there.
Oh, okay.
But maybe we should let them play with the whatever they was in there with. I didn't even see before we finish the rest of these.
You want to do that? I had an idea of how we could finish the puzzle.
Well, what if we finish the puzzle and then a bar comes down and it locks them in that room and then it fills up with water and they drown to death.
Oh, that'd be terrible. A
And then we'd
horrible
be on
idea.
the outside and we just have to listen to it happen.
Okay, I'm convinced. Let's go help the others, and we can all come back and screw with the door again.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Everybody. Oh, Niavara. Wow. Gosh. It, collect all of the goop from the swamp off of your boots and put it in a little pile here by the door, and we can use that for the earth element. And then I have a bottle of water we could use for water. So then that's all four of them.
All right.
It's some of that piss water that I first swam in when we first came to the material plane.
So
Charles is gonna pick a bunch of goop out of his boots and just kind of lay it on the floor right here.
So Kozik and Marge, what are you two doing? See if there's anything, because you guys saw everybody just sort of leave the room and go and fiddle with something, and you heard some yelps, and maybe saw a light get sent down a tunnel just barely. Like, you guys had a lot of time to do stuff. Is there any, what you want to do? Also, I'm not charging.
Well, I'm transfixed by this this grotesque statue. What am I seeing when I get close up to it?
Pretty much, as was described, an amalgamation of mouths and teeth and eyes.
Okay.
Statue. So, it's a statue. Harmless statue.
Did you say one was metal? One was stone?
Intermingled.
Mixed media. Well, can I do an investigation to see if there's anything going on with it that, like, does it move or something like that?
You're an investigator way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
only a 7.
yeah, you'd imagine a statue doesn't really move with a 7.
I don't know. Everything's so crazy here in the Feywild. Anything's possible. It's pretty creepy. Can I check this other statue then? Maybe I'll get a better roll.
You sure can.
Okay. Yes. Maybe the bare minimum. Or not.
Yeah, it's still a statue. It looks really cool. A lot of attention to
It's kind of-
detail.
Kind of edgelordy.
Wait, what's Kozik doing over there? Looks like he's about to touch things.
No, the statue is. I don't know. There must be some. I guess it's fine. I don't know anything about it. What if I go down here? Okay. Well, I didn't learn anything from the statues, so I'm hanging out in the room looking around without jumping on any of the traps that I can be aware of.
Kozik, we figured out the puzzle down here. You want to come join us in case we all die?
I'm. Yeah. I'll be right there.
I could have worded that better.
Okay.
So the room downstairs is an elemental puzzle. I haven't quite figured out what this puzzle's going to be, but it's probably safe to assume that this whole place has a bunch of puzzles to it. And mentally, I'm picturing that Niavar is literally on the floor trying to remove the mud from her boots at Shaw's suggestion.
Like, that's
With
a
her,
good
with her
idea.
dagger. Yeah, collect all the goop off of your boots. There's an elemental thing. Gosh, I wonder who sat around and thought about these things. It must have taken them hours. It's quite ingenious if it wasn't trying to kill us.
Well,
I mean,
you gotta think too. The reason that we're here in the first place is we're looking for smokes, right?
Boy, if
That's
you
right,
wanted to
that's
keep
right.
people from smokes, this is a good place to do it. Did you know about any of this, Marge? About this place?
No.
Insight check.
Hey, Marge, you've been a bit quiet.
Oh, just taking it all in.
Do I believe that Marge didn't know about this place?
I mean, Marge didn't know about this place,
17.
so do with that
Remember
as you would.
earlier we discovered that the ruins are older than the
Hey,
swamp.
Fallen.
So
Yeah, so we found basically Marge used the map to get us here, but basically said that it's not going to directly lead us to where we need to go. We're gonna have to look around. We found the ruins, and then outside of the ruins, we found a pile of rocks that seemed kind of misplaced.
yeah, to indicate that something may have happened, and
So we decided to investigate.
Maybe these smokes had to retreat further into this system, this labyrinthine maze.
Right. Okay, do we have all
Are
the
there-
goop?
Are there any signs of anyone else being here recently that anyone can
That would
discern
be
or
a
anything?
survival check.
Cha would like to help him with that and like look around and see if there's dust on the floor that's been disturbed, if it seems like it's
Ooh,
untouched.
right. I'm gonna do my best.
Do that with advantage. Cha's helping you.
Oh, I guess I'll just
I
roll
mean-
it again.
Anybody could do a survival.
There we go.
Right, 7.
Boom. Large Marge.
All right. Well,
Marge
Marge,
seems to have gotten it.
Rest in
The-
peace, Paul Rubens.
the experienced tracker, you definitely notice that there are footsteps. Very, very recent, actually. Like, there's a lot of dust around, and you could, with your keen sight and your ability to track and observe the patterns and just kind of be like, this is disturbed, this isn't. You are aware that there are footprints, very relatively fresh, that lead pretty much to each door in here.
Hmm. So, looks like there's a bunch of prints. They's going everywhere at each of these doors.
But predominantly to the north and the west.
But looks like there's a predominantly more prints by the north than the west.
Predominant?
Yeah, that's what I said, Bunny Bread.
They predominate there?
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
Sure does. Spooky.
Yeah, I like Bunny Bread. That's an adorable nickname. Is it a nickname? Or was it insult or compliment?
Whatever your heart desires.
I want it to be a complimentary nickname. Alrighty, do you want to do the puzzle down there? I think we figured it out. I was gonna collect all the goop off of people's boots. Whoever brought goop off their boots.
Well, so it seems like that. I'm not sure if it seemed like anyone went down that other way, but like exploring's fine and all, but we are here to do a job, and sounds like
That's
Marge
a
is
good
saying that
question.
there's
Marge, did anybody go down that other hallway down there? Points toward the elemental puzzle.
Well, the seems the footprints are look pretty recent around this area.
the
I guess we've all walked around so much it's hard to say who would have come down here or not. There might be somebody there or not.
Well, seeing as how you've got the goop in your hands,
Yeah,
why
it's
don't you
squishy.
give it a
like,
shot?
might as well give it a shot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna go down there with the goop.
What if we find
stealthily.
treasure?
There could be treasure.
They're
There
going
could
to-
be.
Or
Chaw's
what if
gonna.
we find that? Or what if we find that fuck that stole my amethyst dragon?
I wanted to talk to you about him later on, Zed. Remind me. I might as well say it right now. If you want to, one of the things about that guy is he says you stole something from him, something important. So if you want to, but you don't seem to remember, right?
Right?
Well, if you want to, I can use my special ability to read your thoughts and dive into your consciousness, and maybe we can find what the hell he's talking about. I know it's very personal. If you don't want me in there, it's
That could
perfectly fine.
be. Well, that could be quite interesting. You might. I will say, let's not do it right now. But
Of course. I can't anyway. I
if
already
it
tried.
if it helps me find little one, I'd
Yeah,
be more than happy.
and not only that, I was thinking we could also our crew and maybe some latent memories about when they disappeared would arise, and we could know more about what happened to your crew and stuff. But just an idea.
Right?
Chaw's gonna turn back.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Chaw's gonna smear. He's gonna take some of the mud and just throw it onto the symbol of the earth. He's gonna back up right after he does that. He's just gonna try to sort of chuck a little bit of the muck onto the earth thing and then back up. Is the fire symbol still going? Did it
Yep.
go out, or is
They're
it still
all
going?
still active.
Okay.
So you check the earth, and it splorps onto the wall, onto the door, and all the dirt just kind of almost seems like it gets sucked into the symbol as it lights up, like a little vacuum cleaner.
Wow, cool. Chaw's gonna take out his little water bottle that has some of the infamous piss water, and just sort of splush from a distance some
I
onto
hope
the
you have
water
to make
symbol.
some sort of save.
Nope, it hits the door.
Lest we not forget, Zed got a face full of this water to wake him up, and I just so happened to pass my saving throw on that check. I'm not bitter.
Classic. Classic.
So
Piss
the
on your
water,
face and read your mind. It's
yay!
very romantic.
Almost like the scene in the dark a couple minutes ago. So you throw the water on the door, and the water just seems like it gets sucked into the symbol. Just it's like a sound of a drain being, draining. And then the symbol lights up.
And those are the only symbols. Were the 4?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a sound or anything, or they just all light up?
They just light up.
Okay, they're all lit.
Do the honors, Mr. Chaw.
I hope there's not a 5th element. Chaw's gonna reach and try to open the door.
All right. If you can open it, you can click it. We'll find
Is
out.
it locked? Oh, okay, gotcha. Boom! Open! Open sesame, you guys! Now be quiet as we enter. You know what? Niavara, are you back there? Ah, Niavara's not here.
While you ask that question,
Calls
I
in
will
from the very
describe.
back to say, "Be very careful, Chaw. There are traps in every room."
I know.
Yep.
Please come look. You seem to have a very good eye for them.
So I will let me
Yes.
describe the room for you as you just open the door.
My homeland is sort of
Fine.
notorious.
Oh, I'm lagging. That's why.
Okie dokie.
You know, I think my
Get in there.
my Discord that's being lagging.
So he's gonna stay at this point. A lot going on in here.
Anywho, I'll just fight through it. So this room appears to have 6 chandeliers adorning the sort of corners, not really corners, against the wall for the most part, which allows illumination to, flow throughout the entirety of this somewhat decently sized room, actually. You are very aware, immediately aware of the several pillars. There are exactly 8 pillars. They appear to be, unlike the other ones where, the pillars are sort of like round, particularly square, very noticeable, very different from the other rooms. The floors, though, which is actually somewhat odd, the floors look very clean, very maintained. The stonework is, very nicely hewn. Definitely made to stay clean. And in the middle of the room, pretty much basically right in the middle of the room, there's like this stand, almost like a pedestal or some kind of some place that you might put an item, or maybe to some degree maybe a sort of an altar in a sense. But there are colors. So there are colors that dance across the surface of it, and to some degree hovering above it. Particularly the ones that flash in and out of existence appear to be. It goes from like this red. It starts red, and then it slowly shifts to like a a cool blue, and then after a couple seconds it shifts to like a sort of a tan color, and then it there's a pause where maybe something else should be there, and then it goes back to red, then blue, and then tan, and then a pause, and then a red, blue, and tan. But
Red, blue, tan, space.
yes.
Okay.
And from where you are, you can definitely see some somewhat familiar looking symbology of fey creatures of varying degrees and type, both of Seelie and Unseelie, in moments of battles, glory, defeat, triumph. However, the thing that does stand out, since you've kind of dealt with this a little bit, you kind of know what to look for. Each column, so yeah, each column has a different element represented on it, and like the first column, you'd see that there's a predominance of flame. Like there's sunlight, there's like burning, there's villages. Maybe like houses on fire. There's like arrows that are made of flame. And then the second column of 2, there appears to be like very oceanic motifs, like waves crashing against boats. There's like whales, maybe a narwhal over there on that pillar over there. Fish, just kind of a motif. There seems to be a theme to some of these. And then the third set, there appear to be very terrain based, like mountains, hills, I guess to some degree swamps, and it just all sorts of these really biome specific sort of things, at least on the third set. And then the fourth one just seems like clouds, and just a lot of clouds, and like maybe some rain.
So that's like the first would be the first 2. They both have the similar set, and then the second 2 have that set, and the third 2,
Yep.
like across from one another, they have the same sets.
Yep.
Gotcha. Hey, you guys, it's kind of like that first room with the elemental imagery. Could be another puzzle. The columns are different, but they have similar bas reliefs. But this looks different in that the floor seems much cleaner than the other rooms. Maybe it gets more use. There's an altar. It has like different radiating auras about it that are different colors. They might correspond with the elements as well. There's red, there's blue, there's tan, and then it seems like there's sort of an emptiness.
Right?
Well-
Did those match with anything over in the other room?
Oh, good question. I didn't really look at the other room much. What do you think, Kozik?
As long as there's no lightning, I think we're gonna be okay.
You're probably right. So
You want to try and crack first, if you will. If you're saying that one's cleaner and it might have more use, maybe we start there because we're looking for people.
Right. But if there were footprints in the other room, I don't know, maybe they went there, but it's your call, guys. It looks
Alright,
like
so-
it could be a challenging puzzle either way.
I'm wondering. So we don't see many footprints in this new room.
It's really clean. It looks like it's maintained more than the other one.
All right. At this point, I would say then we should probably check the other room. We're trying
Well-
to find the smokes, eh?
Not everything's
Right.
always as it seems. What if we throw some mud in there and see if it cleans itself?
That's not a bad idea. Okay, so but first, before you do that, The first set of columns looks like it has to do with fire. So maybe if you want to shoot some fire at the first columns, maybe it will deactivate, problem. Just
Okay.
like on the door. To try that, Rain?
Yeah. Wait,
Oh
y'all
wait,
can't
wait,
do
wait!
fire?
Before you go. No, sorry. Niavara, can you check and see if you spot any traps from the door before we even step in?
Would love to. I can't quite see around the corner, I'm afraid. And it's a little tight for me to slip past. I think there, from my understanding, we could probably go into the room without it being a problem. So,
Chaw's
if
gonna
we
jump up on the wall and do a Van Damme style, like legs against the wall, like from Cyborg. If you guys ever saw that, where he's got like his legs stretched out and then he like murders a guy underneath him.
mentally,
Uh,
I'm picturing like crowded
Zed's,
airplane corridor.
Zed's gonna
That
see
yeah,
wall.
so
that,
Chaw's above you. You can
and
walk under him. His
as
legs are all
impressive as that
stretched.
is, Zed's just gonna lay down.
I'll walk over
I'm
here.
gonna go in between. I want to like fling myself to the wall and then just technically still be flying, but just in the middle of the wall, just be like crouched on top of it, like in a crouch position, like I'm gonna try to sprint off of it, back kind of pressed to it, like a gargoyle, a little bit.
How about you,
Marge,
Kozik? What is
you most
what is
certainly
your
have come
what is your
across a
stepping out of the way flair?
Marge. You have definitely come across a weird group of people to work with here.
I think she could squeeze past.
You just kind of awkwardly are like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
go." Chaw's like totally holding his arms out, like he's superhero style, with his legs pressed against the wall, doing like full splits.
If Nia stretching herself out a little bit, flattening her rib cage unnaturally.
Cool.
She won't say anything about it. But she'll enter the room and take a good look about. Very purposefully.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There's two big old statues on the other side of the room that if you weren't specifically looking for, you probably wouldn't have noticed. Checking your... Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. So these statues just seem to be of like, some individuals in armor, just like full clad armor, faceplates down, swords, dug into the ground, and a very knightly pose.
But does she see any like pressure plates?
Not a one.
All right. I don't see any pressure plates on the floor, and furthermore, the statues in here look normal, which is concerning. She'll go over to
Normal.
examine the thing a little closer. So, if I remember correctly, like daylight imagery was used on it and fire symbolism.
Yep.
Yes.
The motif.
Flame on the first set. Chaw points out the
Uh,
second set is watery. The third looks like earth.
And did
The
Kozik
fourth
really just
looks
run through
like
the
air
room?
and clouds.
Just double checking that wasn't a
Oh
misclick.
my goodness.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I heard that we saw no obvious traps, and it looks pretty inviting in
Yeah.
here.
You get the sign of all clear.
Oh no. Wait,
wanna check out
Kozik, we
the-
were gonna do that. We were gonna do that.
I want to see
All
the
right.
altar. What's going on here? These lights.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Must be
Essentially-
something.
I'm picturing the scene from Sleeping Beauty where she's approaching the spindle.
I just need a moment for my
I
Give it
just
a
want to
second,
touch my hand to it. I just want to prick my finger on it.
because it takes a second for
Don't
stuff to
touch
load.
anything.
That's the one. All right.
How many
I
steps
love
Sorry.
are
my
in this room?
curiosity.
It takes. So yeah, Kozik,
Seems like there's some
Once you
other
get to
ones
about-
against the wall too, right?
there.
Oh, don't move your character back now.
Oh no, that's me moving it. The game's paused. I'm saying
Okay.
Oh,
things
you
happen
do.
when he gets to that point. So the second you step there, all of the pillars
Great.
Okay. Third.
sink into the
third,
ground.
the third set of pillars in.
Oh no, all the pillars sink into the ground, disappearing completely, as if to say the pillars weren't even necessary to keep this room active.
Oh.
However, in their place,
Mm-hmm.
the first set of pillars, there's like little suns that have been replaced where the pillars were. Kind of like they were at the very top of the pillar, so when they were lowered, you now see them. And then the second set, there is the.
Are they warm or are they just sort of give off?
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea yet.
It's okay. Continue.
So yeah, the second set, little like waves, maybe like little globes of water as the pillars lower into the ground, just leaving these like globes hovering there. And then the third set, rocks like pebbles, just in piles. And then the fourth one, well, there's really nothing that you can see there. However, you specifically can hear the sounds of something really squishy. And as you step to that point, you get the luxury of being. There it is. Hi, how are you?
Oh. Oh. Hello.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
An amalgamation. Some of you might have seen this before.
Cthulhu.
An amalgamation of tendrils. There's no body. They're just
I thought
kind
I
of.
recognized it. Was that in the cave?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
And I'm going to need everybody to roll me initiative. And it gets to attack first because it was there the whole time. But let me get the combat encounter going. Just give me a second.
Right.
Because it's going to be a little
Get
slow.
some battle music. Get some battle music here. Nice. Get us into the action.
Yeah, my stuff is so laggy. I hate it. All right, now I should be able to roll. And also, that music that I posted. Let's see.
This is not the
Oh,
right
is that for
music.
this one?
At 7:30. That would also be handy. Technically, I have it's useful
Okay,
for two
gotcha,
rooms,
gotcha.
but
So Pretzel Rocks now has a D&D playlist. And a lot of it just kind of like tavern music. Nothing. I've gone through like 7 songs and nothing is fitting for this.
All right, so roll me initiatives.
This is fine.
There's a mass of skulls. I don't think they mean us. I don't think they have our best interests at heart.
Also, if you don't mind, I accidentally drew shapes all over.
Oh,
I was trying to do the measurement, and I clicked measurement, and it was like, here's your circle templates, your cone template, your rectangle, and I was just making it worse the more I clicked.
Did I just get a nat 1 on initiative?
Did you?
So if you go to the measurement
It's
controls,
okay though.
should have like little things that you should be able to delete.
Maybe the drawing tools and select drawing.
I mean, if not, I could just.
Okay, I've added another. Oh, wait.
Oh, this music
Good
is
job.
appropriately tragic and
go.
disturbingly.
Yeah, you posted music from Darkest Dungeon, and that is an omen.
I thought it was appropriate. It even has a watery
Only
kind of
failure
theme.
comes from Darkest Dungeon.
Okay. 17.
Oh, great.
Sometimes being at the bottom of the initiative
Chaos
isn't a bad thing.
quadruped. Oh.
You have no idea what that is, assuming that's actually the name of the creature that's there.
Good call. I'll be right back.
All right, so we got everybody 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, so when Kozik stepped here, this creature, it's almost like he's the equivalent of sort of kind of stepping into like a manhole, but not really completely falling into it, because when Kozik began stepping over it, he kind of started stepping into, and from said, point on the ground, several tendrils sprouted out and just started whipping, doing the whips. And I think I modified the stats appropriately. So let's see if this works out. Ooh. On. Would it do that? Not yet. Not yet. So it can do this twice. All right, so it goes after Kozik with amalgamation of tentacles. Attack.
That's hideous.
That one caught him off guard. That one's a normal. Ooh boy. And I'm sure both of them hit.
I don't have a chance.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Normal. Damn.
Okay.
And it just unleashes a barrage of tentacle slaps to your face. Makes up to 2 attacks. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
There we go. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying.
So, Shaw, you were up. This thing just kind of appeared out of nowhere as Kozik just started walking through the room.
Cha was yelling out to not go, and then this happens. He's like, ah! He's gonna run over here, and he's gonna pull out his arcane crossbow. And here's something I haven't used. So if I have multi attack, do I shoot twice with a crossbow, or does that not happen? I don't know how it works with a crossbow weapon.
With the crossbow, let me check, see if it has a loading property.
Or the hand crossbow. Because it's like arcane, there aren't any. It doesn't load, right? I think they just happen.
Oh, that's the one that was the special one?
Yeah, it's like it's got like magical bolts that just appear.
Yep, that's it. That feature removes loading, so yes. If you have multi
Okay,
attack, you
so
can.
he's gonna pull out his crossbow. He's gonna aim very carefully, trying not to hit Kozik, and fire at this thing with 2 shots.
Get rid of that.
Kozik!
Join the battle.
I must not have put it in my stats. Okay, let me second.
And it has not entangled me or anything. It's just bludgeoned me right now.
Let's see. Damage. There's a target's creature. Or not grapple. Nope.
Okay, great.
Okay. 19 on the first one, 21 on the second.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Let's
say it gets
go.
a grapple.
Yeah.
That's the first
Put
time that
this-
that bow's ever hit anything.
I know. Right? Oh, you tried like twice.
doesn't
and
say it
was
auto grapples.
nat
Oh, it
one
was
both
more than
times,
that.
right?
Yep.
It was bad. Was it even more than twice? Oh god.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 times.
It was so obvious. It became
Oh.
so obvious at a point I was like, oh, I should try to get that off of Zed's hands. It's probably just causing him psychological trauma at this
Yes, it was.
point. Okay, so
All right.
damage.
It was
Um,
D8s as well, if I remember, instead of D6s.
yes, I changed it in the stats to a D8. That's right.
Perfect.
So boom, 12 damage and
Oh, I did the wrong thing.
boom, 7 more
Let's
for a
go.
total of 19 damage. And I believe it's magical, so it yeah. And Cha's gonna just hang out by this
And
pillar, like, Kozik, get
minus
away!
19.
Back up!
There we go.
Don't let it get you!
Doing my
All right.
best.
So next up, Kozik.
Okay, I am gonna make a full retreat. Go back here. That sounds good. And while I can, is it still the old timey thing of I can draw a weapon while I'm moving? That's full. I'm in full retreat, so guess not.
I mean, you could draw a weapon as part of your movement.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I can use magic, so I'm gonna draw the my trusty warhammer. It has not been used in many moons, but it is crying out for combat. Okay, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Maj.
Marge is going to go ahead and test the magic theory and
Thank you.
cast Shillelagh on herself.
I forgot to do it with rain, but I was dealing with something. Wait. Gotta check something. Gotta reference something.
What?
One.
Rain is
2.
of the Fae. I think it's fine.
It is. Sorry, there's a thing I gotta track. Oh yeah, no, not in this room. Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Ah,
So she's going
Oh,
to cast
interesting.
Shillelagh on herself, which just lets her use her wisdom for her attack modifier instead of attack and damage instead of strength. And then she's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna charge into battle here and make a couple of attacks.
Do it to it.
Is this, do I do slash roll or no?
So you should be able to click attack in the.
Yeah, +4 +3. So this do
Nice.
use anything?
Boom.
Yeah, that's a hit.
19 to 1. Okay, and then get one of these plus one of these plus and so in addition to that, that's one attack. She's going to use her Swarmkeeper magic as a part of, it's not really magic spell or anything like that. It's just a part of her attack. And she's going to say, "All right, boys, get him!" And come skittering out of almost nowhere. You see some small crocodile-like creatures jump from her, with one with like a Boulder Derby hat and another with like a billy club and another with like a leather jacket, and they jump at the creature and they deal 1d6 points of damage in addition.
That has to be
Uh,
canon for Large March from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
and then she's gonna
From now on.
roll a second attack here. Does a 12 do you?
A 12, unfortunately, will miss. Its tentacles are
That's okay.
writhing, and you got the boys all over it.
It's all right. 11 points of damage.
Oh, so
Magical.
those are the boys.
These are some of the boys.
Got it. Got it.
Several little reptilians with brass knuckles. Baseball bats. All right. You moved, you did that. Anything else you want to do?
That's all she can do.
Niavara.
Awesome. Well, Niavara is deeply concerned at the creature. Man, I'm used to playing the occult caster, so I'm like, damn. Experience tells me I need to figure out what the fuck it is. But Niavara wouldn't care. It attacked first, right?
I mean, technically, Kozik technically would have technically attacked it, you know, like stepping on its tail, just defending itself.
Niavara will do like a brief insight check. What's up? Does she actually think it's hostile, or does she think it's defensive?
Kozik is
But look-
rubbing his face and holding his hand on his head as you say, "Is it hostile? I wonder."
But yeah, Kozik, I'm sorry to say, you're
I didn't
what's the
deserve
word?
that.
No. Did you step on it?
I don't know.
Niavara will attempt to call out to it. I guess in Primordial she would try. She would try
Nice.
Common, Elvish, and Primordial. Basically, we mean no harm message 3 times over.
Right after Josh shot it twice.
Basically, like, wait. We mean no harm. We mean no harm. We mean no harm.
So,
Diplomacy. Or wait, that doesn't exist as a skill. Persuasion.
so as you say that, so you don't necessarily, you know, have to waste a roll on it, you get the feeling that there's no real conceivable way to communicate with this thing. That or the whispers in your head right now are a legion from some other dimension.
The whisper.
Oh, you didn't hear that? You didn't hear those hundreds of thousands of voices whispering in the back of your mind? You didn't hear that?
She thought that was self-doubt.
Yeah.
It sounds like her mother.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The gaslighting generation.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
This is where she got it from.
Who else?
But is there any actions you want to take other than that?
If it becomes pretty clear that like there's no actually communicating with it, she's like, okay, fuck it. I tried.
What if I were to tell you it looks like a moon rat?
Ooh.
She'd definitely murder it. We know where that goes.
Oh fuck.
It's Pennywise. It takes the form of your worst fear.
So with an 11, unfortunately, that would miss.
She's like, damn
But
it.
you were also using Guiding Bolt. I think, isn't this the first time you've used it?
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna say it is. What's it look like? Describe.
So basically, it amounts with her hands out. She's got her hands on her knives, and so she sort of flashes them together really hard to create a spark of light that flies out towards it. But it doesn't actually go to hit it.
Are you using the fancy knives?
But yeah,
Okay.
she's got a flair for the venomous and dramatic. What can she say?
That she has a flair for the venomous and. Did you want to move anywhere? You did an action.
She already moved. She was over here.
All right.
And with that, that's her turn.
Rain, you're up.
Hola. All right, so for a moment, I don't know, I was watching her do like her studying kind of thing, and it seems like she's trying to, I don't know, figure things out. And her solution ultimately is just to attack, right? Because I was also thinking about pulling, would I have any knowledge about these creatures? Because I know in the Feywild, right, especially in like the richer kind of kingdoms and whatnot, they have these spheres, these little orbs that you can kind of like scry on people, right? And my husband Tandy, he used to scry something that had all sorts of tentacles in it, right? And that was kind of like a nightly ritual of his, a fascination. So do I know anything about tentacle monsters from that?
That would be a history check.
16?
Yeah, there's a lot of things with tentacles, to be fair. There's
Mhm, mhm.
octopus, there's let's see. What do you know about them? Man, the list just goes on. There's so many things with tentacles.
Yeah.
There's displacer beasts, but this is not either of
Mhm.
those.
These look like they have little suckers on them.
Yeah, this seems a little more oceanic, but it's
Oh, yeah.
not necessarily. I mean, it's obviously not in the ocean. However, the coloration does kind of seem to match, and then where it's coming from, where Kozik was about to fall into, where it's like this sort of dark void. It's, if you look real close, you kind of see there's a little bit of, maybe a little tinge of aqua, and you'd
Mhm.
probably get a feeling that whatever this is one of two things on the 16.
Mhm.
Something otherworldly, or something from, well, this world, but from the depths, the unexplored and very dangerous depths of the ocean.
All right. Well, then what I'm going to do is first thing, I'm going to use my blade song. Let me roll that usability. This is going to like basically it's like a Super Saiyan mode, right? His hair turns blue and there's all sorts of almost magic girl transformation is like, and everybody's missing it because I'm in the hall by myself right here. All eyes are on the tentacles. And I'm having like a transformation swirl, and there's rainbows going around. There's blue butterflies just bursting everywhere. And then you have like blue. I do have an image in the artsy stuff. If anybody forgets what it looks like, with the blue eyes and the blue hair kind of iteration, and that's going to give me increased AC by my intelligence, so I'll be up to a +2 on that. Also an extra 10 feet of movement, so I'll have 40 flying speed. And then it's going to make me really agile. It's going to give me better constitution saving throws. This is called a blade song, and that's my bonus action. And then I want to fly just straight at this thing, and then like in my hand you can see there's like little sparks of lightning coming off my fingertips, right? And because I'm thinking oceanic water, right? I'm just thinking elements in my head. This room's about elements. So I'm going to fly at this thing and just try to electrocute it with a shocking grasp, which is a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Do it.
Oh, boo! I had 48 and I still only got an 11. All right,
Oh.
11's good though. All right, it's a lightning damage.
11,
Yeah, you get to double the
11.
Do you guys do double, or do you double the dice? I just clicked the crit
I
button.
thought we doubled the damage amount.
I thought so
Is it-
too. Just double the roll of the the number.
Yep. Because it should be programmed in already to do that, right?
It just did double the dice.
Oh, it does
Which
say
makes
critical
sense.
hit.
Yeah, because I roll.
Yeah.
Usually it's 2d8, and I did 48 damage instead. So I rolled a 4, a 1, a 4, and a 2.
Yeah, we'll just go with what's currently in the system. I thought I updated it, but
Hey, I mean that's still better in 5th edition. Your crit gives you 1 extra die, so a 2d8 would give you a 3d8, whereas this version is giving me 4.
yup.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, I see. Oh, normally you'd have 2.
All right.
So like if you were doing like a great sword instead of like a great axe or whatever, instead of a 1d12 they do 2d6, so a crit would be a 3d6, whereas a crit on the other would be a
Right.
2d12, right? All right, that's my turn. I used up all my movement and my abilities. Bonus action. Good to go.
Hey, and you were right in its face. Perfect.
I'm scared.
Neither am I. Cool.
You should be.
I'll be so scared that it makes sure to attack you because it's scared of you. Zid.
Was there anything extra going on with the lightning, or not really? No vulnerability or anything?
Nope. None of the above.
Okay.
But you did give it quite the shock.
Wow.
Doom, 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 doom.
All right, is it me?
Yes, sir.
So question.
So
just about a
the
spell.
4 of us have seen this before, right? So we remember it a little bit. That should be Zed too.
Yeah, if it's the same thing. So as far as magic missiles, each of the magic missiles considered a separate attack?
Yep.
Okay. Zed is going to use cunning action and use dash to double movement. And he's going to run around the wrong thing. He's going to run around right here. And is there a way that I could check? I don't know what damage rolls my weapons have. Versus what I'm really wondering is the rapier versus the short sword. Are they the same
Rapier's
Dice
1d8, short swords are 1d6, but it's the same like dexterity.
Okay. Thank you.
Guess that's the
So
moonlit.
Zed
Yep.
is going to attack with his rapier. If I could find it, there it is.
You get to roll it again, mind you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why is he flanking?
Yep.
Oh.
Hell, I mean, it is a
Come
bunch
on,
of tentacles, so.
rapier.
Work, damn it.
Work, rapier.
So your swings go in between the writhing amalgamation of tentacles. Is that the only attack you were doing?
Yeah, because I can't sneak attack unless I actually hit.
Okay, you don't have multi-attack. Okay. Not yet. All right. I believe the saying is swing and a miss. Do. End of round. This isn't the
Kind of one of the
fun
good
part.
things about the short sword you were asking. Because they're light, you can actually have both, right? And then on your next turn, you could use a bonus action to do an offhand attack, which you can still sneak attack with in
1,
case
2,
you miss your first
4.
one. Whereas rapier has better damage for a one hand.
Do I have an offhand attack?
If you have
I didn't even
multiple
know that.
light weapons, you have to have a light weapon in each hand. Those are the ones that can be dual wielded. You can't dual wield a rapier without like a feat, I don't believe.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So like if you had a short sword and a dagger,
yeah.
you could just be like, all right, I'm gonna have one in one
Right.
hand, one in the other.
Are daggers D6s as well?
No, they're D4s.
E4.
But could I
You can do
dual
two
wield
short
short
swords.
swords?
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 short swords. Well, shit. Good to know.
All right. So,
I didn't know that. I thought you needed a feat to dual wield.
No, you need a feat to get the extra modifier damage.
Mm-hmm.
So like your offhand's just gonna be like a 1d6 flat
Oh.
instead of 1d6 plus your dexterity. And then rogues get a lot of cool bonus actions for like, hiding and disengaging and dashing and stuff. So sometimes it's more skillful, proficient to just use a single weapon. That way you can save your bonus action.
I will say in that occasion, I already used that bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
But that is
so
good
you
to
use
know.
the bone. Okay, I see. So it's a bonus
The
action.
dash.
Gotcha.
all right. So,
Okay, anyway,
I will. Let's see. Who do I want to make this roll? Do.
Marge wants to do it.
All right, Marge, roll me a d4.
Marge. Tell him Marge sent you.
A 3. Okay. So, I get to throw something on the board.
Did you just summon 1d4 minions?
Ooh,
Oh,
those
God.
are animated armor. I knew it. I knew they were animated armor. I could feel it in my bones.
And you still decided to run through the entire room.
So, as effectively the 6 seconds ends, the room takes effect, and you rolled a 3, so you see the third pillar's worth, third pillar.
Shit.
You see little beams of light go from each one to an animated, to a now suit of armor that's animated, and you notice as this beam of light hits them, they take on like a composition of the element that has hit it. So they look like stone statues, but now there's like an extra layer of like pebbles and rocks, and where normally you'd think, okay, the sword, it looks like it would be a two-handed sword, they're now able to wield these swords one-handed, and there's like this stony At first, it looks like mud, but then it solidifies into like stone, like watching a Voss form, and it solidifies, and they're able to wield these swords and shields as they become animate.
I absolutely hate it.
Look out behind you, guys!
One for you. One for you. Normal. Okay, good. It rolled them both. I just hope they're not linked. And
I think they got a nat 1 too, didn't they? Oh no, they didn't. They got a 4.
so the end of the turn was they activate. Okay. They activate and they can move. 5, 10,
Oh.
5, 10. And they are going for the closest target. They seem to not be attacking any. They don't seem to have a goal other than move forward, hit. There seems to be no real intelligence behind their maneuvers other than move forward, eliminate. However, their activation was an action, so. Zed's been here before, no problem. He's a rogue. It's fine.
Doing all right. That's just gonna give a thumbs up.
So this creature.
Don't let that thing grab you!
Don't give him any
You know?
ideas.
Okay. So you get a feeling that this tentacle creature is very much bloodied. However, you are very aware that it would normally be attacking, but it's not. There's something going on here. Sha.
So it came up on its turn and did nothing that we know of.
Nothing that you know of.
Guys, don't let the tentacles get you! Child's gonna run over here. No, he's just gonna stay there and fire again with his arcane crossbow.
Sure. You realize it is very easy to hit this thing all of a sudden.
Can Chad, if
Oh,
you did
my
an
bad.
insight check, would that kind of ruin my whole attack thing?
I mean,
Would
you
that
already
be
said
its
you were
own
doing
thing?
your attack, so I was
I mean, but he's noticing like a strange behavior.
like, okay, fine.
He just wants to know if he can understand anything more of what that was, of why it's behaving in a strange way.
No idea. I mean,
Okay, he's like,
yeah.
turns his head a little bit, and he's like, whatever.
You don't even need to roll attack rolls. Just give me damage.
Really? Oh. Wait a minute. It did this. Did it do this before?
Nope.
It
Not that you
didn't-
remember.
Okay. Damage. And
14.
14
Perfect.
total.
Oh no, you kill it.
What?
Really?
Oh darn.
What?
Easy peasy.
Did I kill it? Oh.
Oh, I'm trying to resize. I did this once before. I got a token. Well, we know. You'll know. So the tendrils just kind of fall lifelessly for a moment. And they start to crawl. the bits that were chopped off or shot off, they just kind of begin to writhe until a few of them wiggle themselves into each animated armor, giving the armor another property.
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick, you guys. Look at that.
Kozik.
This is so strange. Okay. I'm feeling pretty hurt. So I'm gonna if I can do this, like reach in my pouch and pull out the potion of superior healing that I've been holding on to for so long. And let's use it.
Go ahead and chug that bad boy.
I kind of wrench the cork off and drink it down.
Are you using an action to drink this?
Yeah, I guess I'm doing what I have to.
Congratulations, maximum hit points.
Woo!
Nice.
Holy what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Let's see what happens. That's pretty close.
Whoa.
Because I like
okay,
that rule. Thanks, Baldur's Gate, and that other
Right?
custom
where
rule
you
for
use the whole
potions.
action.
Yep.
Cool.
Instantly, I feel a little bit lighter on my feet, and I feel like my face isn't swollen and bruised anymore.
Yeah, you're back in tip-top shape.
I steady and ready myself for action on my next turn.
All right, this bad boy's turn. Couldn't figure out how to augment things on the fly with alterations, but so these things. Well, Zed's right there, and he's flanked. One separate.
It's gonna hurt, Zed. Get ready.
Yeah, probably will.
Ooh.
And this is using that. Okay. So it swipes its sword at you. So it's gonna be alright, I gotta do my reference sheet here. I couldn't figure out how to put in a little thingy that I could easily do this. 2, 3, 2, 3. There it is. And it smacks you, sending its, even though the sword, it may not be metal, it still hurts. It hurts a lot. And it slams into you for 10 damage. And the little writhing tentacles also, at this point, have emerged from beneath several locations underneath the armor. And also get to do an attack. But you managed to dodge out of the way of those. Pretty much like the big tentacles are smaller, and they are just kind of finding any nook and cranny inside this armor to stick out and just kind of swipe at you. Very horrific, actually, when you think about it. Multi-attack. Please hold.
Mm-hmm. That must be the animated armor slam attack.
But
Good
lucky
thing
for
they
you,
stink.
Wow. Nice.
I would also like to do a thing.
mm-hmm. If there's a thing you can do.
Oh.
Go ahead and re-roll that 19 for me.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Cool. Ha!
And with that,
3, plus it's 7.
I'm
Yeah,
going
no.
to give the potential advantage.
Oh, it should be 16. What's its AC? 18.
Where?
Oh,
To Marge, who is next.
actually, technically that 12 should have hit, but nah, I already missed it.
12 should have hit.
Plus their modifier.
Oh, because
Yeah,
of
because it was plus
bonuses.
modifier. But that's okay. Is this something to remember
Wait,
next turn?
Because of which modifier?
They have a modifier.
The armors. That's just their flat D20 plus their what they add to their attack.
Oh, got it.
But anywho,
If
don't worry, there'll be plenty of other attacks on you. I'm not worried about it. All right,
okay.
Marge.
That animated armor, was that the only one the tentacles went in, or did it go?
Oh,
in
it
the
went to
other one as
both.
well? Went to both. Okay. But the one in front of Marge is the one that she's going to gain advantage on, I assume.
So how
You
Silvery Barbs
gain
works
advantage.
is it's
Yeah.
on you as the character. So whoever you attack next, you'll get the advantage on.
Oh, okay. So Marge is going to charge to this southern animated armor. And she is going to do the same thing. She's going to make 2 attacks. Plus
Dude. And it's advantage, so if he doesn't
Plus
move, he's
3.
gonna get
plus
fucked.
5. I guess she has advantage, so I guess she rolls a second time just to see if she crits.
Definitely hit.
She doesn't. Okay, so the first one, 1d8 plus. First one she hits for 7.
So that
And then
one
she's going to
minus 7.
do
Ooh.
Nice.
and then she's
Oh.
going to do
Go
another 8
Marge!
damage, and then she's going to use her Stormkeeper magic
Minus
to
8.
The target must roll a strength saving throw against my spell DC or be moved up to 15 feet. So you need to
Save.
beat a 15. So the animated
Oh.
armor is going to need to. Okay. So the animated
Nice.
armor failed the strength saving throw and is thrown against the wall across from me.
Boom.
Does it take damage from that at all?
That's up to cubed.
No. I would say if you were able to push it
Forced
really
movement.
far, yeah, then maybe, but it's also just a big old suit of armor.
So you
Helps
did
get it off of
15
Zed.
You did 15 damage?
Yeah, 15 damage.
All right, cool.
Boom.
And then threw it into the wall, trying to get it away from you. And then she's got a little bit of movement left, so she's gonna try to impose herself here and maybe get it to attack herself instead of Zed.
Oakley dokley. A fine maneuver. Because Zed was probably going to get fucked. I wouldn't know. I'm
I
just
don't
a
know what you're
DM.
talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either. Ivar, what you got?
Ibarra has knives and magic and anger.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's a quote. That's going down right now.
Yep, someone write that down.
I'm doing it. Ibarra has knives and magic and anger.
Already been.
Me stepping out of the room for a hot second means that I missed the beastie go down, because now there's an entirely different set of things on the board.
So the tentacled monster got defeated by Cha, but its tentacles blew off of it and then crawled into the suits of animated armor that were against the wall, and then imbued it with its power.
Oh, come the fuck on. Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
There's the anger.
Yeah.
spell that Neovara hasn't cast before.
Ooh.
Or then rain. Its turn.
I don't think I can do it without getting them involved. Oh, but it's each creature I can see that I name. Okay, actually, never mind. Oh, come the hell on. How's the template mechanic work?
What are you trying to figure out? There's templates in here somewhere that they
Template
could use.
mechanic is completely fucked up. It's a 5-foot sphere.
So just around which one? Or what are you trying to do?
You're
Of a
trying to
sphere
say,
or radius?
let me look.
Do it.
5 feet sphere.
It takes up a square. All right, so it takes
I
up a
think it
square.
would be like a radius because like a 5-foot sphere that's barely Jackal, that's one character's space.
What's the spell
Right.
you're trying to cast?
Word of Radiance.
Can't you do that on like grids where it's like right in the center of like it'd be like a 2x2 square?
Let's see here.
Like if it was like cast right here, then it would hit everything that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If they're too spread out for that.
It says range 5 feet. That's not necessarily like
Oh,
needs
from
to-
your person.
yeah, from your person. So it needs to be within
You'd have to get
5
up there.
feet of you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range, so it must be within 5 feet of your character. So
What's
it's 5 feet around you.
See,
Ah,
no,
it's like a
the
touch
reason
spell.
why I'm saying is because it's saying the spell target 5 feet sphere.
Yeah, I don't see sphere when I search it on.
No, definitely online. That's what I'm seeing as well. I'm saying within the on
Like if you're looking at
Foundry.
the actual spell, yeah.
in Foundry, yeah, it
Hmm.
says that the spell target 5-foot sphere.
Yeah, centered on you. So
Uh,
yeah, centered on you. So you
there
need to
we
be
go.
in
That's the
From
difficulty.
you.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
be in melee range if you'd like to.
So for
Ooh, so if
Just
you were
for
here between the two
clarification.
of them, they would both be 5 feet away from you, right?
Yes.
So
That's what I was
you
just
would be
about
the
to say.
center.
Correct. We'd also take damage if
Right.
we failed whatever saving
Worth
throw.
it.
Yeah, worth it. Let's go full. Yeah, I'm chaos good. I'm all for it.
I'm quoting Rain. Worth it.
Each creature of your choice.
Yeah, I don't have the movement to get there though. Actually, no, wait.
Well, it specifically says each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on the con
Yeah.
save.
Oh, so
I don't
you can
have.
redirect
That
around
was what I
them.
was saying.
Nice.
Okay, so prepare to take damage regardless.
Eivor is not mean. She doesn't want to hurt you guys. She could have already if she wanted
She's
to.
just gonna hurt them anyway.
Don't you have a
She just
cunning
fucking
action?
zaps Zed just for no reason.
She'll apologize later and be like, "I'm
That's a little
sorry,
too
guys. I
rogue.
can't control it.
Exactly.
You know, it's like it's very chaotic magic. I'm sorry."
You don't have that spell, right? Zed's like, no. Oh yeah, so I can't control it whatsoever.
I swear she had cunning.
No,
Oh, she
I do not
doesn't.
have cunning action yet, specifically because I do not have 2nd level in rogue.
Ah,
I'm sneak attack. In theory, I could do it if I wanted to forgo level 19 benefits of being a cleric if we ever get there. However,
Most likely not.
in which case, never mind. I had misread what that spell was.
You still have
Doodles.
knives and anger.
Yeah, I can't get close enough to use my knives.
I've got a throwing distance.
Well, you totally can get in range to throw knives.
Yeah, you can move and throw.
Yeah. In which case, she's actually just gonna do this. So
Okay,
this
save
one,
DC 14.
I still think I have not cast it yet before.
The top one or
So-
the lower one?
I'm gonna say the one is threatening Zed.
All right. By all means, describe while I get the roll here for your dexterity save.
So it's a matter of she sort of points her knife at it, and it almost looks like she's going to throw it for a second before instead she sort of like whips it on itself to focus on it, and sort of like grips her hand extremely tight, like she's trying to envision the sensation of like. Sorry, I'm extremely tired. Words are not wording. She's trying to like. It looks as though she's trying to almost light a lighter, but it's on her knife. Like she's sort of flicking her finger against the hilt.
Nice.
But that saves. So it does
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, that's 18.
Oh, shucks.
But it's okay. You didn't lose a spell slot.
Yeah, unlike with Guiding Bolt. With her last thing, she'll move. Why can I no longer see like how far I can, like distances when I'm moving?
Do you have the measure
Um,
distance tool?
Measure distance.
Well, I had the measure distance tool, but like it usually, like it would pop up and say how far I can go.
I mean, you
You
can also
should
do measure
still have
distance and then
full
hit
movement, right?
spacebar. Yes, you move. She does
I
have. You
think I
do
have
have
like
more.
5 more feet.
Yep.
Oh wait, I have 30-foot movement. All right,
There
and
you
that's
go.
her turn.
All right, Rain, you are up.
All right, all right, all right. I've still got my blade song going for another 9 rounds, so I'm just gonna zip in here. I'm gonna fly over Zed's head and then land between these two. Let me just kind of bam in the center there. And then I'm gonna cast mirror image. And
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna
visually.
do. So you see me kind of zip through. I got my blue hair. I'm gonna turn around at you, Zed, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, "Don't worry, I got you. I got you. You just sneak behind him and do your thing." And then all of a sudden, there's 4 of me, and we're all like spinning in circles around each other, like being as tricksy as we can. And I'm doing like the pixie thing, where I'm like putting my index fingers in my lips and stretching my face out as far as it can go. And I'm just like, "Meh, but you can't hit me," stuff like that, right? Just trying to get these tentacles and magic suits of armor to pay attention to me. And that's that. And my turn.
All right,
Adorable.
this fella finally gets to go. And closest target to him is Rain at the moment, so
Mhm.
it is going to unleash its multiple. Damn it. Go. I'm just going to roll it twice. Get that out of the way.
Miss.
8, 9, 10, 12.
Get a save silvery
Oh wait,
bars.
no, you have plus. I'm sorry.
Well, it's an 8 and a 9. And your AC is, yeah, no, they both miss. Yeah, they both
Oh,
miss.
I thought that was one. Okay, okay. Yeah, I got a 18 AC.
Yeah, so combined with its 2 attacks, it still wouldn't have hit your AC. If it took both of its attacks and rolled them up into a singular number, it still wouldn't have hit you.
So that spell with mirror image, when a creature attacks Rain, it actually needs to make a roll to determine whether
I
they
gotta
actually
do the roll on it, I think. So like if
Whether-
it hits me, like if it hits my AC, I'll roll a D20, and if I can get a 6 or higher, then it just goes through a mirror image and doesn't do any damage to me. And then when I have 2 duplicates, I have to roll an 8 or higher. When I'm down to just 1, I have to roll an 11. And then if any of those get through me, I'm just gonna use a shield to get +5 AC anyway.
Does it destroy the mirror image if it hits
Yeah.
one of them? It does.
Yeah. So it kind of whittles it away. That's like my protective layer, but I still
Gotcha.
have to roll for a chance to get hit. But that's only if it was gonna hit my AC.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate, it's even if you get attacked, I think it's how that one works. It gets whittled down. But either way, it doesn't get to hit you. Let's see, is it smart? No, not really. It's getting as close to as many targets as it can. And then little tentacles.
Oh, you're right. It says targets, not hits, right?
So anybody adjacent to it. So this one's going to be for Marge. This one's going to be for Zed. This one's going to be for Rain.
Ooh.
Nothing's going to hit. So all the little tentacles that are sticking out between the armor plates and out like the helmet and like the face, they're just like whipping at anything adjacent to this animated armor, but to no avail. Does anybody even feel threatened by it? They're just stupid little tentacles. They're just...
What are their pluses on this?
The armors?
Mm-hmm.
Theirs is set to +4.
Okay.
Which I could just use a slam or whatever, but anyway. So he was Zed. Zed's Europe.
So is it possible to do a roll to see
Let's see if this works.
any sort of... Wait, what?
Okay, it does work. Yay. Sorry, continue.
Nice.
I was just testing something.
I was like, wait, you're like, Zed, you're up, and then I see slam.
Psych!
Is it possible to do any sort of check to see resistances?
So a creature like this, you'd probably have to do an Arcana check because that's sort of determining its arcane properties, because it's clearly not something natural. So nature wouldn't really make sense.
And does that take up an action? Or is that
Wait a minute.
free?
Sorry. Do these things use blind sight?
Maybe.
Okay, well my spell doesn't work if they have blind sight. That's why I was. Or true sight.
3 duplicates,
sorry.
dedicate, destroy, duplicate, major creature. I mean, it missed either way, so I didn't necessarily have to.
Yeah. I
didn't necessarily have to reveal that until it became, relevant. So Zed, what are you doing?
I'm just wondering if I did some sort of roll, like an Arcana roll, would that take up my action economy whatsoever?
I'd say no. I mean, it is one of those things where it's like, can somebody really figure out exactly what they're dealing with in the course of like 3 to 6 seconds? That's the real question. But then it could also be like, oh yeah, I remember this one thing, like, oh yeah, that guy, that thing I fought before. I remember reading about these things. So that's kind of how I try to
So-
justify it.
I'm specifically trying to see if I should use a spell or like a melee attack. And I guess I'm trying to kind of discern between the two of those. Just again, can I roll? You said Arcana. Could I just roll Arcana and not mess up my action economy?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Boom.
And you're trying to determine.
Trying to determine if they are resistant to, I guess more resistant. I'll keep it vague, unless how much
Actually-
detail can I get?
Here, with the 20, I'll just tell you everything.
Okay.
So you are aware that these things don't really abide by the rules of requiring sight. So they don't necessarily see through eyes. So you'd ascertain they have blind sight for pretty good. Let's see, you got fucking 20. You know, they have blind sight that goes out to about 60 feet. You'd gather that just based on their composition, there's nothing about them that can be poisoned, so they're immune to poison.
Thank you.
They are immune to psychic damage, as they don't really have, any psychological aspect. They're just animated, and they, abide by orders or last known orders. They have no mental state. So you ascertain there's also no reasoning with them either. They are also immune to being blinded because, they don't rely on sight. They can't be charmed, deafened. They can't be exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, or poisoned.
Realized.
Holy fuck! I was trying to keep all of that, and instead of being like I translate that to everyone, I was actually going to say it until you just started rolling things off.
Because they have a lot.
So, I just for the record, I was gonna
Beat the
do my
shit out
best
of it.
to keep it in character, but just so that you all know, Zed. I hate doing that cliche. Zed's gonna tell everyone this information. Fucking. Anyway,
Give us a
I wasn't
lecture.
paying
Actually,
attention. What's the
Give us a
information
lecture
we're
on the
getting?
nature of constructs.
right. So basically, these sort of things they can't see, and I'm gonna hold on. Big.
Let me
sort
take
of,
notes.
Sort of, soulless, selfless statue.
Here,
I
let me
gotta
help you
tell,
with this.
this to our party here. No,
Here, I can help you with this.
alright.
All right. So we'll go down the list of things since everybody wants a full freaking description. All right.
No, we don't.
No, I was teasing him. I'm sorry.
No, we get it. We
I
get
just-
it.
I just wanted-
I want it from his
I just
words.
wanted everyone to know for certain. But
Yeah, what would you say in one
Uh,
sentence to sum all that up, Zed?
all right, well, we're gonna fuck them up.
I think you
That's it.
did mention the sight thing
That's
out
it.
loud, right? You were explaining.
Yes. So the eyes. So they got no eyes. I can tell that, and
They have sight beyond sight.
and can't be petrified or they're not people. You see, they're constructs. So I feel
Kind of
like
like
yes. Okay. Anyway,
I wonder if they have
And-
a soul. We should debate about it.
Actually,
in
they don't.
reaction to
not.
like these words.
I'm about to
my
stab
in-
one of these with my rapier, so we're not gonna discuss any sort of thing. I'm
My
gonna hit the
entire
one-
defense relies on them being able to see these illusions, and so this
Right.
is the basically you're telling me I'm
It's
just dancing around in a circle saying hit me, and they can't see any other thing going on. And so like as I'm looking at Zed as he's explaining, like my eyes get really big, like oh I fucked up. Then this is. Do you think?
Don't worry, Rain. You did good.
They're not immune to getting the shit kicked out of them.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
Soulless automatons.
Zed is going to attack. Ooh, hold on. All right. I'm going to use steady aim and attack with my rapier on the one that Marge bounced off the wall that apparently came back.
All right. That is definitely a hit. Go.
All right. That's
I
then
didn't do
8
end of round shit.
damage coupled with 11 damage
Nice.
for a big stabby poke. And then it would be an action, wouldn't it? I can't throw rain, can I?
Nope.
Okay.
You've already done your.
I was just gonna like chuck rain across the room to get it out of. Anyway. Yeah,
He's exactly
I'll
where he
stand here.
needs to be.
Hey, forced movement doesn't draw opportunity attacks. I wish you would have thrown me.
If I could have, I would have, but I
I've got
didn't
20
think about
health.
it
I
until.
just thought I was helping.
I mean, do you want to take back that damage? I'm okay with that.
We're in a
No,
different.
it was a good hit. It was a good hit.
No. I'll roll. I'll roll with this. We're good.
All right. I'm okay with them having more health. All right.
Mhm.
I mean, oh darn, more health. No. All right, end of round. Things happen. Who would like to roll me a d4 this round?
I got it.
So I'm just trying to keep track. The one that's next to Marge got hit for 15 damage.
Mm-hmm. It's still alive.
And then 19 more.
And then I just hit, and then yeah, I hit for 19. I'm just trying to keep track. Just numbers.
Stat. So we got a 2. So the water pedestals, there's a light. And you know what, I'll make it even like kind of oceanic. There's like a little stream of water that jets from both of them and hits both of the armors. And they gain another property.
Oh,
Doo-doo-doo. So earth, this is water, so they gain. And you notice, this should have happened on his turn, but I was just like, I'll just postpone it to end the round if you don't kill him. So the armor down here has been damaged. You start seeing some of the armor plates start to fill in a little bit as the little tentacles, you know, where you've put holes in it, the tentacles start to fill it in and you can kind of see it start to solidify a little bit. Oh, I give you D. And 1 extra hit point.
Out of 8. Nice.
All right. So end around stuff that happened. The water pedestals went off. They gained that. All right. This might suck. Anyway. Chow, you're up.
Okay, Chaw's gonna run forward a little bit to get a better aim on one of these suckers.
nice.
Can I shoot between my friends here? Is there a chance I would hit them if
Yeah,
I
I'd say
hit
you
the
could
one
just
in the back?
shoot through. I mean, I haven't
Okay,
really
he's gonna.
I haven't really come across rules as written like shooting through friendlies, so I'm just like, whatever.
You are
Just-
nicer than me. I'm like, you know what? That's partial coverage. All right, they're hiding behind your friend. They get +2 AC to that.
Chaw's gonna aim very closely since he had his perception montage. He's like, all right.
You can even
All
say
the sounds.
you could say like I'm gonna take a shot and then people can kind of be aware and duck out of the way.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Zed's gonna just sneeze, and just the action of sneezing, he's gonna bend over, and
Nice.
you have a clear
Perfect.
path.
So he's gonna aim at the one that has been getting assaulted, seeing that it's not gone down yet, and take 2 shots at it. And the and with this arcane bow, like that, it's
So their
now that it's
AC.
attuned to him, that the little bolts that shoot out are like bolts of purple, like arcane energy. Okay.
Oh
12 and
dear.
a 15.
Oh dear. All right. Those are misses. Things happen.
Both of them? Okay.
So you fire 2 arrows at it, and as the arrows just kind of fly past it, maybe barely like, tinks off the armor, it gets to. Oh boy. All right. It has 3 targets it can do this to. Who shall it be? Guess I'll figure it out. D6 divided by 3. Divide by 2, sorry. So 5, 4, 3. So that's going to be 1 for Zed and 1 for Rain. So you see as Cha takes 2 shots, both of them miss. It actually uses the momentum of the blows that would have hit, right? It like hits the armor, but it uses that little bit of momentum to spin. And as a result, it gets to do that many attacks worth of, well, attacks on somebody. So, and you can actually see like a little bit of like the water that hit it. Just it's almost like it's when it swings, it's like its sword is cutting through water. So that one's for Rain, and this one is for Zed. Zed's misses.
Was that a nat 20?
Oh, it is.
Oh wow.
Would
Yeah.
anybody like
Now
to
what?
use silvery
Mhm.
barbs? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that would have killed me flat out if that hits.
Just the 16, which misses you. Yep.
18.
For the record,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Kozik the advantage.
Alrighty.
Wow.
All right. So, is there anything else you'd like to do, Cha?
That's it. He's gonna stay right there. He's gonna try to pop him from afar because he sees that up close there are these tentacle attacks. Try to pick them off.
Oakley dokley. Kozik, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna move forward a couple here. Yoink.
Go get him, Cozy.
And let's see. I guess if I want to use a magic spell, do I have to do the kind of old school thing of like, do I have to drop my weapon?
No.
No? Okay, cool. So get this here. I'm gonna.
You just have to make sure you have a free hand to do hand gestures.
Okay, I do. And of course, I'm going to start out with Eldritch
Components pouch.
Blast. Okay.
Don't miss.
Attack. Okay. Oh, these
That's
are
definitely
two. Yeah.
That's a
Huh?
definite miss.
Uh-oh.
Unless you want to use a
Yeah, you have
inspiration.
advantage on an attack.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. You have advantage.
So roll again.
Oh yeah, let's roll again.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, I see. I forgot to hit the
Oh,
button.
Okay. Well,
no!
it's still a 13, but that's still a miss.
Ugh.
Okay. Shit, I guess that's it.
All
I
right.
was
Level
shooting. I was
5.
shooting at this one over here.
At level 5, you
that was
get 2
on the
beams
south
of
side.
Eldritch
It's-
Blast.
It's 2 beams. You get another attack roll.
So I do get another attack. Okay, but without advantage.
Yeah, just a normal roll.
Okay, let's try one more time.
And you're firing at which
I
one, the
still
top or
have
bottom?
one more. I still have one more in me. Cha.
Give it to him.
And which one are you shooting at?
This one in the galactic south down there.
Okay. So that's 2 misses.
All right.
Oh, no. Man.
So yeah, I kind of drop the. I kind of lower my warhammer to my side, and I blast 2 blasts out of my outstretched dwarven hand, and alas, they both fly harmlessly over its head.
To which it has
Look
no
at him next
reactions.
time, buddy.
It already uses reaction. It's on that other attack, so.
Okay.
Okay, and that's my turn. Tried.
Yeah, I would not give them legendary features. I just let them willy-nilly annihilate you, right? I would never. Anyway,
What's
this
that
guy.
supposed to mean?
What? I didn't say anything. You're hearing stuff, sir.
Striking fear into our digital characters' hearts.
All right, so this one gets to go after. Let's see. It has no sense of tactics, so it would not try and do flanking. So it just swings. And it tries to give you a smackaroo. Slam. Because it has multi-attack. To which neither of them hit you. Right. You have an AC of, yep, nope, neither hits you. So Zed dips and dives out of the way of 2 potential slam attacks. But nothing hits. However, little tentacle fella. Oop.
Well, this is the first time one of them has hit, I think, no? Or maybe it didn't hit.
Yeah,
No,
I
it
got
hit.
a AC of 15.
That's a 16
Oh.
base. So, a whopping 4 damage. Yeah. Slap.
And it pulls you through the face of the armor inside and eats you.
I get to control the armor now.
Awesome. He's like
Okay.
the Guyver.
Maj. The one in front of you looks like it's pretty much on its last leg.
Yeah, I guess she's gonna give it a try.
Did I do their AC right?
25
think I
to
fucked up.
24 to you.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
That's
Okay.
gonna do a
Feel
smack
free
in
to
the face.
describe how you
Boom.
eliminate this foe, because I'm certain you're gonna do more than 2 points of damage.
Oh,
Marge, earlier Zed said something about these aren't human, right? And to that she says, "Then they're trash." And she gives him good old smacking with her club, and just gives him a good wallop, and turns it into a comical pancake.
You didn't
scrap.
use the boys.
No, because she's gonna save it for when she moves over. Because as the animated armor falls, she's gonna take some movement and come over here and make a second attack with a 28.
Ooh.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Wait, is that a nat 20?
That was.
Yeah, I guess
20
it would
plus
be.
5 plus 3? Yeah.
So I don't know how you deal with critical hits or whatever.
So roll the damage, and there should be a thing on. Oh, you're doing it manually.
Yeah, it's weird because of the shillelagh stuff. So
Oh yeah, that spell makes things weird. Okay. So let's see. Shillelagh is
it's 1d8 plus my wisdom plus the +1 from the club +1.
All right. So how about this? Roll the club as a crit because I know that's in the system. That should work.
Inventory club +1. Damage. Critical hit. There you go.
So then the 9, and then we'll do
So
the
it says
shillelagh.
2d4, although it changes to 1d8 because it's shillelagh. So I don't know how.
That's fine. It's about the same.
Okay,
Technically, that's
that's fine.
better because
Yeah,
your
okay.
minimum is 1 better. So no biggie. So then we'll determine the shillelagh, which is lets me do the stupid thing. Makes it a D8. Oh, that's all it does. Okay. So yeah, 9 damage then.
Okay, and then she's going to
3d4, right? 1, 2.
do the boys. The boys are gonna come out and they get a good 1 point of damage.
Give me a second. Double check it. Numbers and make sure it's right. 1d. Yeah, that's kind of weird. If it's 2d4 and shillelagh makes it a d8.
Yeah, so it should have been. I don't know how you do it. If it's double dice or what.
I think it's because aren't clubs a not maces, so a club is a 1d4 weapon, maybe.
Yeah, it is, but shillelagh makes it a 1d8. So that's why
Right.
I've
So
been.
you hit crit. That's why I did 2d4 instead of 1d4. So it should be 2d8 +1 +1. Right. So
It would be. So that club is also using her strength instead of her wisdom. That shillelagh allows her to do.
oh,
So it would be 2d8 plus 5 is what it would be. Plus 5, I guess, if it doubles it.
Okay, let's do that.
1 + 2 + 1 + 1. Not 1 + 2 + 1 + 1 + 1.
right.
So it should be roll 2d8 plus 5 plus 5. Does that sound right?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay, 18.
Because that's from shillelagh.
And it's not under like spellbook. You can't like click shillelagh and there'd be like a
No, when I-
d20 next to it.
When
Yeah,
I
that's
do
what's
that
weird
and
about
I
it.
roll it, it's really weird. It gives me 2d8 plus 4. But it's plus 5 because it's a club plus 1. And it doesn't really take that into account. So it's whatever. Whatever you decide, Dungeon Master.
Well, I'll give benefit of the doubt. Guest star.
I don't know what the +1 means. I have no idea what. I don't know where
So
those ones are coming from. I'm assuming it's because she has a +1 in her strength. In
yeah, so
club
it would
uses
be
strength.
so it's calculating
then
the
the +1 for
+1
magic
from the
item.
weapon. Yeah.
I don't know if it's calculating the magic item.
It is.
It is because it is
And-
+1 +1. Okay, so then it would be 2d8 plus. Then it would just be 2d8 plus 5. So you can just subtract 5 from that and do
Yeah.
13.
13. That seems fair.
Yeah,
13.
I didn't think it was right.
It's just shillelagh is one of those weird
Yeah, my
spells
bad.
that modifies
Sorry.
things in a weird way.
I had it on
It's-
like sort of a College of Swords bard when I was doing the special guest stuff, right? And what I ended up doing was on my character sheet, there's like an add button that you can do for
Yeah.
your spell book, and I just added it in with the regular thing of what it would be.
Yeah, on roll 20 or whatever it's called, we
Then
would
the
make
boys.
a macro for the shillelagh option.
-1 for the boys.
Mm.
We would use.
All right. Doing good. Doing good. As long as people keep hitting it and not missing. Niavara.
Oh, Hopefully she didn't zonk out. Oh,
She's
there you
moving.
go.
She's almost in a flanking position.
Yeah, I'm trying to flank. Regrettably, Rain is kind of right there where I wanted to stand. That's fine.
That would be flanking
Can't get
there.
by-
DM, I would argue
can't
I
flank
am a
it with
tinier
those,
creature, not a small. Can we not share a space?
I don't know if that would technically count. In which case she's just gonna use her corrupting daggers to make a strike.
Strike away. With advantage, cause flanking. Doo-doo-doo. Give him the moita. I need to update my.
I want to
Just-
use the +1 to bonus and attack damage rolls made with this magic weapon when they are separated. Oh, I understand. But I can't use one of them. I can't just. Never mind. I'm just gonna go ahead.
I mean, you also know that these things can't be poisoned.
Oh no, I'm trying to get the +1 to bonus to attack and damage.
Gotcha. they are
But that
separated.
one's not popping up. It's just saying, "Do you want to consume the poison thing?" And I'm like, "No, because they can't be poisoned."
Necrotic damage? Well, if you recall something very important about these daggers, you remember they're necrotic damage, not poison.
Ooh. Rust.
That was the custom feature we gave them. Because originally
Become
they were
poisoned.
poison, but we were just but the actual function is necrotic, so it was just replacing the poison with necrotic.
So let's actually try it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so annoying.
So DC 15 con. Let's see what you get. DC.
Let's try to use the saving throw.
Oh,
Of course they make it. Of course they make it.
shucks.
That's okay.
Well, actually, you would have had to have hit first.
And they didn't, let me guess.
15, nope.
Oh, right.
But that does one fun thing.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
now
1, 2, 3,
it gets
4.
to retaliate.
A 3, 1,
everybody
2,
around,
rain.
You might
right?
get to take my place. Yeah, you can have your spot. Because I'll be dead.
You'll be fine.
1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 3 would be rain.
Uh-oh.
I can take it. I've got all 3 of my mirror images. They haven't even hit a single one yet.
I like how you don't know, even though Zed told you they could see right through it. Just like, I've still got him.
No, it still
Oh.
misses.
Oh, wow. Nice.
It goes to swing its sword at you, just as a watery trail behind the sword, and it just barely misses you.
A 5-foot square at my size is a lot of room, so I'm just like zipping everywhere, and like it's really hard to hit something this tiny and this fast. It's like I'm like the what's it called, this oh fuck, Harry Potter, the Sneetch, the golden, what was it?
Snitch.
That's what I
Golden
am.
Snitch.
I don't
Sneetch is
think
what
it
it was
was
called in
Snitch
the
because I
Dark
was like,
Tower.
that's what gets stitches. Okay.
Sneetch is what it was called in the Dark Tower series, Stephen King.
Oh, you know about that? What? That's my
Yeah,
favorite
of
book
course.
series. What is
Boom!
this?
I
What
read
is
them.
this
I read them
snitch?
all. Read
That's
them
where I
since I
got
was a
my
teenager.
name from. Okay, okay.
Really?
Rain, you
Mhm.
are up.
Oh, Cuthbert, of course.
Right, but dude, what's his name? The boy who was in love with best friends with Brolin, who was Will Dearborn, right? When he says it in the audiobooks and the way Stephen King spells it, it's like
Cuth.
Qewth. So he goes Cuthbert, and then he starts
Cuthbert.
laughing. And so I've been going as Cuthbert ever since.
Wow, cool. Thank you, Si.
Also, it's Rain's turn.
We just went toe dash.
Right? All right, hold on. So this guy behind me is down, and me and my little mirror images, we're gonna slide this way, and then I'm gonna go a diagonal because that's not pulling me away 5 feet, so it doesn't provoke an opportunity. And I just want to do some. Is it dumb to do martial arts? I don't know if they're resistant to bludgeoning or not. If I need magical attacks, I'm just gonna punch this thing. All right, I'm just gonna zip around and do some martial arts. As I can remember what button is attack. What button is attack?
Under your features? Is that what you're looking for?
Is it under feats? I'm just looking for unarmed attack.
Oh, that's inventory. Unarmed
Inventory,
strike.
inventory. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, so just like you did Shillelagh, right? I have unarmed strike when I'm wielding a weapon and unarmed strike when I have no weapons because they're two different modifiers because I have the fighting style unarmed initiative, right, for a feat. And so I had to create my own attacks just like you would have to with Shillelagh. All right, so I can just roll it twice. All right. Attack. Ka-chow, an 11 and a 23.
Boom.
23 would hit. The 11, not so much. But it has already used its reaction to.
All right. Ka-chow, 9 points of damage. And this isn't even magical. At this point, I'm just zipping around, just going pow, 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 and you can hear my little tiny Barbie-sized fist, pinging against this giant thing of armor. And I'm making it look good though. All right, I'm doing backflips and stuff, and I'm like running up the sleeve of this thing as it's trying to swat me off. And then all of a sudden, I'm on the head, and I'm just like pounding it, and just like it looks like a pinball a little bit, just zipping all over the place.
Instead of Ant-Man, it's Barbie Man.
Did I have it attack everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, they missed.
And that ends my turn.
Which leaves us with Zed, which hopefully he can finish it. Otherwise, it gets more buffs.
Come on, Zed. Come on.
No pressure or anything, though. No pressure.
Yeah, Zed's gonna cower in fear and run away. No,
Run away.
It
Oh
will
yeah,
be.
we didn't do our call.
It
our
will
battle
be
call.
you, me, and my guards. All right, let's see what he's got. See if he can rein this on in. Let's see. What's he got? And you do have advantage. You do an attack.
that's what I was wondering. Okay,
Because it only has 2 buffs left that it can get. So now it'll just be a
and
D4
so
divided
there's
by
no
2.
action economy for switching weapons.
Nope.
Right. I'm gonna then put away my rapier and pull out both short swords. Since I have advantage. Where are they? All right, here we go. First attack.
Boom.
And roll the sec. Well, I guess, yeah.
Should I roll? I was going to use a bonus action to do the second attack.
Yeah.
Should we do both
Yep.
attack rolls?
Let's see. Yep. Because you could just roll attack again on the same thing in the
okay.
chat. Okay, that's what I need to see. So then give me the damages.
The damage for the second roll, I think, is just the offhand.
Correct.
Right?
Yep. But
So
the damage for the
okay,
first one is
so-
also going to be using sneak attack. It's going to have all sorts of other numbers attached to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
I just so the first damage, 8.
Eight. Close.
I will
Close.
use sneak attack, obviously.
I'm sure sneak attack will finish it. Very confident.
It's at 9.
It had to.
And-
Describe how you sneak attack an animated armor. Minus.
Yeah.
And then just for the record. So Zed's gonna attack with the first short sword, but he's dual. This is the first time Zed is actually dual wielded, which is kind of a cool thing. So he's gonna use the first attack,
Split.
and it's very very rapier like. He's gonna stab and then retract the blade and spin around to be on the side of this this animated sort of statue, and then he's gonna attack again at this this kind of flanking position with his sneak attack. It's gonna stab through whatever sort of animated interior that there might be, robotic clockwork if there is. And then just for the record, even though he might be able to tell with that second attack that the job is done, he is still gonna stab with his left hand, which would be the moonlight short sword. And as he stabs into this now unanimated creature, or statue, there's just the slightest faint of light that glows within through all of the armor before he retracts the moonlight short sword.
And you pull out
it
some
falls to
skewed
nothingness.
tentacles, by the way.
He's gonna definitely shake those off and say yucky.
Chaw's eating popcorn, watching how you wield the moon sword. Yeah, best trade ever, buddy.
And with
At this
that,
point,
all the pillars raise back to the ceiling. And a very large chest appears in front of you. And you can hear the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But
Zed's gonna
we'll
sheath
investigate
both
that
swords
later.
and do the secret handshake that he's got with Chaw, and obviously add like a few 2 or 3
Okay.
different
In the combat.
methods.
Oop.
Look at us.
You guys went the wrong.
Look at us.
They're pulling out their weapons. They're like adding their weapons to it.
Yeah.
Chaw's starting
getting-
to add
It's
like
actually getting like really dangerous.
it's becoming a dangerous like entire performance. Chaw's
Every time
using
we
like
add
minor
to
illusion
the-
now and thaumaturgy to make weird noises.
It seems like every time we add to it is after we've killed something and we're just on this like high of, battle. Yeah, it could be getting very,
So,
Somebody
I said-
draw this.
yeah, I'll get right on that with my skill sets. Um, Yeah, so like I said, all the pillars raise back to the ceiling. The statues are no longer there, but that's something on the map I can't really edit. And yeah, there's like this actual just big red chest with like this kind of gold trim around it. It's very ornate and very elegant. It's very large, and it's very much past the ending time, so we can figure that out next time. In
Good
part because I had a bunch of
job.
tech issues early and fucking sucked, but just had to power through it. Eventually, my internet settled.
I love
Nice.
it. I love how Kozik ran in the room,
Thought it was
totally set
safe.
the whole thing off, and then did no damage to any of them.
I absorbed the first damage, so it didn't
That's
have to
right.
attack. Well, maybe it wouldn't. Whatever.
Oh, that was classic. Those are some of the most fun experiences, actually, when just all caution is thrown to the wind and it's just everything blows up.
Yeah, here we are now. Yeah, we have a room full of traps over there that everyone's being super careful in. And then all of a sudden Neovar was like, "Yeah, pretty sure I don't see anything." Koza's like, "Cool, I'm gonna sprint toward this."
That's as good as gold. She said it. I was like,
We're
I'm in.
fine.
I want to go see that altar. So, oh well.
It happens to the
All's
best of
well
us.
that ends
Kozik.
well. It's fine.
Oh, it was great. I love it.
Yes, good combat. Good combat.
Good
And
work,
nobody died.
everybody. Yeah.
Someone got very close to it. Rain.
I was very worried
Were
because I
you
was like, all
were
right,
you super close?
I have the lowest amount of hit points in the party, right? Because I get 1d6 hit points every level, right? And so I'm like, these things, based on the damage they've been doing, it could kill me in a normal attack if it rolled really high, and then it crit, and I was like, oh shit, this is
Ooh,
this is gonna squish me.
permadeath.
But then Zed saved me.
As soon as I saw that I could use silvery barbs, I was like, "Oh man, all my spell slots are gonna go to this."
Yeah, I know nothing about that. I would never have a sorcerer that just uses silvery barbs.
Mm-hmm. You know what? When I saw the animated armor come out, right? I was like, didn't we like almost TPK in a haunted house on Sundays with animated armor? I definitely remember bashing Nomi's brains all over the staircase. I was
That
like, I
was
wonder
the
if this is
broom.
karma. Oh yeah, well there was the armor, but there was also an animated broom too. Yeah, you're right. That's the one that took her out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
tried to design
the
an
first time I
interesting
used
fight.
Chaw, the first time I used Chaw was in a Strahd campaign, and he totally got killed in the opening death house by a
Yeah.
broom, by an animated broom. Just totally killed. First day.
That's exactly
First
where ours
kill.
happened. Yeah. Except she had like started catching the house on fire secretly behind everybody's back as they ascended the stairs. She's like, I'm burning this house. It's fucking haunted. There's dead babies in it and ghosts and stuff. And so by the time they get to the attic, it's like you come back half an hour later. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, the whole house
It's
is
on
smoky.
fire.
It's on fire. Like the floor's caving in. There's like, it was bad.
Revenge.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night.
All right,
You
Case.
too.
Take
All
care,
right, thanks
guys.
for
Yep.
playing.
Signing off.
Have a
too.
great
Good
week,
night.
everybody.
Have a good one.
Nighty night.
Laters.
Everyone.
See y'all soon.
Wait, no, this one. Wait, no, is that the right one? Yeah, wait, no, that's not the right one. Dang it. Hold on.
Dang, I didn't even know it was 1 a.m. It felt like it just kind of flew by.
This one? This one. I
Yeah.
mean, time flies when you're
It
having
did.
fun. All right. Thank you guys for being here and watching. I have to get this downloaded and whatnot to YouTube's. So thank you guys for being here. And I appreciate y'all's being here. I'll be doing this every Tuesday, same time. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. I'll be back at it tomorrow. So, all right, y'alls. Have a good one. If you're on the Youbes tubes, feel free to pop in and say hi. I don't bite hard. All right. Thanks. Bye.